Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking about Chained Soldier Season 1, Episode 5. We are on, and of course, I am going to be reviewing the censored version. Sorry, the uncensored version is there if you want a little bit more fan service, but let's be honest, it didn't really show all that much in this episode. So this episode is going to be Hamari versus her sister. And we have, I believe this is Is this Shushu? No, this is not Shushu. Let me see if we get her name here. But she's talking to her. That is Shushu over there. So she is talking to the member of the 6th squad here, whose name I'm going to forget as well. Saying, did she do any training or practicing? And then she's like, I don't know, I'm falling asleep. Who the heck really knows? So we have Hamari here versus her sister. We are on top of, I can never pronounce her name, Chi-Chi. We're going to call her Chi-Chi because I think that's what the one squad member said her nickname was. So really fast attack by Yuki. She then uses Golden Hour to reverse it as well. And you can see every time she uses it because she gets a little bit tired. So they always kind of get out of the range, making sure they're out of the range, because she actually has a gun that is capable of killing these demons and hurting people as well. You know, it works like a regular gun. She wants to become a hero like the commander, kind of getting a little background of it, and they're just kind of watching her fight. Basically, you know, just kind of stick to the plan, do what you got to do. And then we kind of get a little bit of explanation of the ability here, basically staying as long as they're out of a range. You know, she can only run so far, and the gun can only shoot so far in that 5-second range. So as long as they stay out of it, they're perfectly fine. However, there is a different ability that allows her to freeze time. Let's go back a little bit here for 10 seconds. So what is the ability called? Let's see, I believe she says it. Prime time. So 5 seconds would be out of a range, but 10 isn't. This allows her to shoot both Yuki and Hamari, bringing them down. Basically saying, oh, I have greatness, and of course greatness is going to get even greater over time. Basically saying she's been doing some training as well. So they're down for the count. They're injured. You know, they've literally been shot at this point in time. But Shushu, me, Kyoka, you know, they're all cheering him on, saying, come on, get back up, you can do it, do what you got to do. And they do. And Yuki then uses, I think Yuki has the ability to decide when he transforms back into himself, you know, out of the Shikai stage. And she freezes time again, you know, getting progressively more exhausted, which was the plan the entire time, was basically have her use her ability till she's exhausted to the point where she can't use it. She freezes time while he's in the middle of it, and there's a giant cloud of smoke, so she cannot figure out where Hamari is. She hesitates a little bit, fires some shots, does hit Yuki, does not hit Hamari. At that point, Hamari also has a weapon and is able to shoot her sister in the neck, gets up, and Hamari wins the battle, which is delightful. She's like, oh no, we lost. Yuki. But remember, you know, you don't have to freak out that Yuki got shot, or Hamari got shot, or her sister got shot, because in this barrier, pretty much all things get healed in like half of a second. You know, life-threatening injuries aren't actually life-threatening. You could probably pop someone in the head, which I'm actually surprised they didn't do that here, because that would fully showcase the barrier's ability that they're currently in. But everybody gets healed up a couple seconds, no problem whatsoever. And then he was like, wow, we feel really good, you know, let's go get a drink. She's praising him. Her sister is very disappointed here. And then she was like trying to show it in her own loving way. She was like, wow, I gotta admit that you get stronger. You know, why don't you come back to the family now? And then she's like, no, 7 squad's where I belong. She's like, no matter what you're gonna say, I ain't going back. So this is where I belong. This is where I'm happy. Too bad. And so sad. So sad, Chi-Chi. So sad. I know that's not her actual name, but I know that was what the red-haired woman gave as the nickname. Bad with these names. I gotta look these names up before I start getting into the reviews here. So we get back here, get some water. He's about to go get some water, and then we get a big old smooch. So that is the reward. Is a big old kiss. She is feeding him like a baby bird, pushing the water into his mouth. We then see that she is getting scolded, basically saying, hey, you hesitated. You shouldn't be subconsciously holding back, even if it is your own sister, because that's what they thought. Basically, they thought she was like, it's not a good idea that after using prime time, you should just finish them off right away, not shoot to kill, not shoot to wound, essentially. So the next match is going to be Shushu versus this other redhead girl whose name I cannot remember. But she's like, thank you, I want to get to my sister. She's like, I'm starting to kind of like you. So here comes the harem. Let me see what she actually said here. We'll get the actual words here. Let's go back a little bit. Maybe it was just thank you. Yeah, I think it was basically just thank you. Biting the lip, getting some tongue action in there, a little bit of French stuff, but she was like, I'm staying by the commander's side. She took me in when I had a tough time. I'm sorry I've been hard on you all this time. I guess guys aren't so bad, giving him all the blushing. But yeah. And then Shushu finds out, she's like, oh, so that's what they mean when they say the reward is hard on their bodies. So, the only one that doesn't know about the reward in the squad right now, I think, is Nee. Sahara, there we go, finally get her name here. She's like, I'm sorry I lost, falling asleep here. So I'm very curious what her abilities are going to be, because she's constantly falling asleep. But, yeah, there's the end of the episode. Then we see these three powerful-looking Shukai show up at the end here, and they're probably going to interrupt the battle. So let's see here. So, today the Honorable me shall be teaching you in a clear manner. So yeah, it's kind of funny to see her in chibi form there. But yeah, it's okay. Nell comes back. Bonks her on the head here in a second. I'll let it play out. Yep, there we go. She's back. But basically explaining the ability. So next episode is called Assault Sahara is Sparkling. So it'll be interesting to see what Sahara and what Shushu have to do next episode. I'm assuming their fight is going to get interrupted. Rating-wise, out of 10... we're going to give this one, I think, a 7. Because I feel like this anime has a lot of fan service, and the fan service wasn't really there all that much this episode, if I'm being completely honest, minus maybe a little bit in the intro. But the fighting was good, choreography was good, storyline was good, all that stuff. Just docking a few points for the fan service. As I said, what I think is going to happen next episode is that... the match is going to get interrupted between Sahara and Shushu, and they're going to have to go fight some Shikai, everybody is. And then maybe they'll win, maybe they'll get away. I'm assuming they're going to win. It makes sense, because all three of them seem to be brand new characters. Either that, or they're just watching them fight and assessing the situation. It's going to be one of the two. My guess more so is going to be some sort of epic battle, but it says she's sparkling, so I'm guessing whatever it is, ability she has takes a crap ton of energy out of her. At least that's my best guess. But let me know what you want to see for future anime cartoon-related content. Have only really been doing this. This is the only video we've been doing every Thursday. Appreciate the ones that stick around and hit that subscribe button, follow, like, share, all that fun stuff. Thank you for watching. Maybe I'll find another show soon to review. But other than that, as always, have a good one.